Thank you.
Drew,
Appreciate it.
I know this is a quick time to ask, but why do you think the passing game didn't click today?
I mean, you're gonna have to watch the film and really dissect why that was a thing. I mean, credit to Ohio State, they did a good job. They were playing a lot of off man and catching, so they were able to, kind of sit on some routes, and they did a good job of when we did try to take shots of recovering and not taking the bait. So it's a credit to Ohio State and their game plan that they had and how well their corners played today.
Drew, I know you said you probably have to watch the film, but how would you, coming off of it, assess how you played personally?
Caden Saunders is in the back.
Sucked.
Drew, you've been really successful in your high school career. You were perfect as a starter before today. When was the last time you felt this way?
Probably last high school game.
Why was that?
Because we lost and season was over.
I guess the difference, Drew, is that this season's not over. How do you rebound from this? Because obviously it's taken a little bit of an emotional toll on you.
I mean, that's the biggest thing. We just, at the end of the day, I mean, obviously it sucks to lose. It's not fun to lose at all. But we got to take tomorrow to get better. I mean, we can only control what we can control, and at the end of the day, we have to go out and do what we did the first 6 weeks. Obviously, today was not good enough at all. But if we attack each week and don't lose faith in each other, we can still be in the position we want to be at the end of the year. But we just got to control what we control, not worry about all the outside noise and other things. We just got to come together as a team and just stick together.
Drew, was that the message in the post-game locker room? And if it wasn't, what was?
Yeah, I mean, overall, that was a message. Obviously, it sucks to lose like this, especially on the road. I mean, very good team, but at the end of the day, we still lost. So there's a lot of, I mean, just emotions in the locker room, and for good reason. Nothing. I mean, nobody wants to feel this way. We put countless hours of hard work in, and it sucks to have a result like this, but we have to wash it, learn from it, because if we don't learn from it, we're just fooling ourselves. We have to really be critical of this film and just really learn from it, and not let this happen again.
Sure. Did Ohio State do anything defensively to surprise you?
I mean, not really. They had a couple new pressures. They did a good job with their twist up front, picking our guards off. But I mean, from the back end, they ran a couple different coverages, not many, but overall they did what we expected. But they had a couple new blitzes and fronts that they hadn't really shown on film.
Why are you so harsh on your own evaluation, Drew? You're saying you sucked. Why do you say that?
Because I did.
True, it's been 13 straight games until today with 30 or more points. When you're facing adversity, what is that kind of connection like with Mike in the box and Danny on the sidelines?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
So it's been 13 straight games until today of 30 or more points. When you're facing adversity on the field, what is that like to work with Mike in the box and then Danny on the sidelines?
I mean, they were nothing but great on the sideline. At the end of the day, Coach Yursich had us in some really nice play calls, and some that we're going to want back as players because we just didn't go out and execute the way we were supposed to. Coach Yursich did a great job of just dialing up some of the shots and that we had this week for our game plan. But at the end of the day, we as players didn't go out and execute, so we had to figure out why we didn't execute and then just learn from it, because everything's going to be a great learning opportunity from this week.
It's a funny dynamic sometimes, getting a connection going with your wideouts and deep throws. There's probably a narrative out there that you haven't gotten enough of a chance to throw deep, to wing it and see what happens. Is that false? Is that have anything to do with this performance?
No, it doesn't have anything to do with this performance. I mean, like I just said in the last question, we had a couple shots dialed up that were against the ideal coverage that we wanted, but we just didn't execute them, and it sucks because We practiced them all week, so we just have to learn from it and not let silly things stop us like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're calling shots, but you know, we got high safeties everywhere that can make a play on the ball from sideline to sideline. And then, you know, I think teams are kind of afraid of that, even though maybe we haven't thrown them, we've definitely ran them. And, you know, just checking the ball down and hopefully getting some positive gains out of those.
Drew, what is it about, Drew, is there something about this team, about the guys on this team that has made you so emotionally invested in wanting to succeed beyond just winning for winning's sake?
For sure. I mean, we've been grinding since last January, and you know,
Who's on the front left?
you know, it sucks that we couldn't pull through for some of the older guys on our program. I mean, two that come to mind for me on the offensive side of the ball are Olu and Theo. I mean, great teammates, great players, and it sucks that we couldn't get this done for them.
Drew, you talked about just having fun playing football earlier this week. When things aren't really going your way at certain points throughout the game, how are you able to kind of maintain that same mentality?
Yeah, we just have to, you know, at least from my mentality, Danny does a great job on the sideline of just like talking to all of us as quarterbacks, and you know, at the end of the day, we're gonna get a chance to go back out on the field and you know, have a drive, so we can't let the past affect the future, and we can't like, I can't worry about a missed throw on a previous play. I gotta worry about the next throw and the next call because I don't want to repeat it. So I mean, it sucks. Obviously we didn't do well as an offense today and struggled, but I truly believe that if we can fix the little things, that, you know, we probably would have had a better performance today. And again, I mean, it was a great defense that we went against, but I felt like we stopped ourselves a lot more than we needed to. It was just silly things.
Are you letting prior throws affect you?
No, I was just trying to use it as an example.
Okay.
Drew, you said earlier this week that in regards to the homecoming aspect of this, coming back to Ohio, that you would treat it like any other game. Pre-game, in-game, at any point, did that affect you, or did you allow yourself to take in any kind of moment like that?
I mean, probably just last night when you know, I had a lot of family in for the game, and I was able to see a lot of them that I haven't seen for a while. So I mean, during the game, I was just totally locked in on, you know, going out and performing.
We've heard from multiple teammates this year, you know, you're not maybe the most vocal of people that kind of lead by example type of guy. Now that you guys are in a position where, you know, to reach certain goals, you have to win out, you know, are you maybe going to step up more as a vocal leader?
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm going to do whatever the team needs me to do. And if I need to be more of a vocal leader, I'll try my hardest to be more of a vocal leader. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just going to do what's right by the team. And no matter what, I'm just going to put the team first. I'm not going to put myself before anybody else on this team. And I know nobody else on this team will do that either. So at the end of the day, it's just, what does the team need to improve, and what do we need to do as a collective to, you know, just be better?
You haven't had to deal with a lot of adversity this year. Is this a test to see how you will react to that, do you think? Not only just you, but the team.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we talk about everything's blessings and lessons in life. There's really, I mean, obviously we lost the game, but this is a lesson for us, and we have to learn from it, because, I mean, I never want to feel like this again. And I know a lot of guys in the locker room feel the same way about it. So we just have to learn from this and, you know, correct everything that we need to correct, put it behind us, and just keep moving forward.
You physically